I'm Maddie Sansom, and I am a clinical resident with Optimum Joy. Going into college, I started down a missions-focused path, and I found myself wanting something more, and I think that was the one-on-one connection with people. I found myself wanting to learn how to be with people, how to relate to people, how to understand people, and I think that's what I found that I'm really passionate about. Getting to know someone for the long haul, working alongside them in hopes that we find healing and wellness. And I think that's what really drew me to the profession, is that I have the opportunity to sit and be with people. As a broken person myself, I get to sit and bear witness to other people's stories, and that really attracted me to counseling. I have grown up in Atlanta, Georgia for most of my life. I come from a big family and I'm the oldest of 4. I grew up as a pastor's kid, so always grew up in the church. And in growing up in the church, I really thought and believed that there was a lot of expectations and pressures on me. I think caught up in a lot of anxiety about who I thought people wanted me to be and what they expected me to look like, what they expected me to do, how to act, how to speak. You know, I think growing up that weighed on me and affected how I lived for a while, you know, and I had the opportunity to explore who I was and who I thought I was supposed to be, and really struggled with pushing back against this identity I had always known. I think I found a lot of freedom and healing in figuring out who I wanted to be, who I wanted to live for, what I wanted to look like, the purpose that I wanted to serve in this world. It took me a while, but I'm glad to say that I've come mostly on the other side, but I think that's also a part of who we are as humans, is we're always going to be figuring out who we are and what we're doing and where we fit in this world. Some things that bring me joy, I think, are connecting with others. I love spending time with friends and family and being around people who feel like they want to be around you. That really fills me up. I also love being outside and in nature, and in this beautiful state of Illinois, there's not any mountains or hills really, but I just love getting outside and hearing the birds and seeing the trees is something that when I am flustered, when I am stressed, when I am really sad, I think I can just get outside, and for some reason it clears my head. Moving my body really helps me be able to, I think, just process what I'm thinking and feeling, and for me that's a really healing thing that I love to do that brings me joy. Anyone who is thinking if counseling is for them and you're on the fence, I think counseling is for everyone. Whether you find yourself facing a crisis in life, or whether you don't think counseling is for you because you're not facing a crisis, but you're just wanting to talk to someone, to grow, to learn, to process things on the inside. I think it's for anyone who falls along that spectrum. Counseling is for you because it's an opportunity that we have to learn about ourselves, to grow, to heal, and we have the privilege to sit in front of someone who wants to know more about us. The counselor sitting in front of you desires to see you grow, desires to see you well. That's a really beautiful thing, that we get to sit in front of someone who wants to hear our story and share with them in hopes that we'll grow along the way. No matter what you come into the counseling room with, there is hope for change, there is hope for healing. I think we all want to be heard, we all desire to be known, and it's so beautiful that the counselor, the person sitting in front of you, wants to hear what you have to say, wants you to feel cared for, wants you to feel known. Getting to sit with someone and share your story and bear your burden is healing.